Dang it, I don't want to use that intro anymore. Hello, Riverdale crew, because this is a Riverdale video. Woohoo! Hey, it's here. Better not later than never, you know? Because, like, the episode came out Wednesday. It's Monday. So, yeah. So, anyways, this is gonna be my rant view, whatever you want to call it, about episode 11, season 4, Riverdale, Varsity Blues. So, me being the person I am, I don't know why I do this. I just have to, because there's a lot of things said, which I recorded something Brett said in the episode on my phone that I'm going to put in this video because it was just too long to put down. And also the way he goes from like psychotic to just like, well, it was nice talking to you, I gotta go, is scary. Literally before I even heard Betty say he was a psycho, I was saying it because he is. He's a sociopath. He's a fucking psycho. Okay, there's something I want to get into really fucking quick first. Okay, wait, actually, it's right there. So, I had previously, real quick, I want to say this. Previously, in the video I posted last about Riverdale, was like theories surrounding Jughead's death or death, you know? And I hadn't seen the episode then and stuff, which nothing really gave away to the episode, except like the ending kind of gave me a little more insight. The ending to this episode was really fucking bizarre, and I am just like, what the fuck is happening? Like, seriously, is he actually dead? Like, what is going on? Because she was crying like he was really dead. But then again, she got, all angry and threw his picture in the box and closed it up because I don't think, Betty, like, planned for Jughead to be killed, so he couldn't go to Yale. I think, Brett and all them did something and is like taunting Betty with, well, I guess it will just be me and you, New Haven. But then again, Brett seemed pissed. Like, it's such an odd scenario. But I wanted to say this because of my last video, about the theories. I was brushing my teeth this morning and it got me to thinking. And I was like, wait, okay, Betty killing Jughead, as crazy as that would, and as fucking, like, I don't even know, iconic, just heartbreaking, just how do you come back from that, seriously? Because I don't see a way for Betty to really come back from that. So, I don't know, maybe she stays in Riverdale with Archie. Just saying. No. So I had another theory. What if, because we all know that Charles, Chick, and Evelyn are trying to take down Betty. We all know that. Those three are trying to take down Betty. Now, we know Charles and Chick are working together. No clue about Evelyn, but let's not forget Charles somehow was able to hypnotize Betty with the word tangerine, which was, in that episode, it was hinted towards only people that Evelyn had come in contact with or got inside their minds were able to do that. So that's always stood out to me as very weird. Not to mention, he's the Watcher. Come on, let's be totally real. FBI agent. Someone filming houses for hours in places where you'd never see the camera. Well, he places them in places where it's like you think you'd see the camera, but you don't see anything. It's kind of odd that no one like thinks to go look around outside if there's a camera. Like, if I got the first video everyone got, if I would have seen that, I would have looked around outside for cameras. Are you kidding me? Because like this person's going to step it up and apparently get into their houses now. This person could put cameras and everything into your house and you would never know. That's what freaks me out about people who break into houses and don't take anything, or even if they do take something, it freaks me out that they could still be there, someone living somewhere, but even more so, it freaks me out that they could have bugged my place or put cameras, to just record what I'm doing, or just, record, another way to get in the house again, or put it on the internet. Some sick fucks are out there. It just freaks me out, dude. So if you ever get broken into, I always recommend getting it checked for bugs and shit, because you really don't know. There are a lot of sick people out there, and a lot of sick people on the internet that want to see disgusting things. But what I want to say is, what if Archie, Jug, and Betty, and Veronica, see, like, Veronica I kind of feel like is not up on the plan, because, like, Archie was the one who said he's dead, and he could have been lying. Jughead very well could be alive, and he could be lying, and then, you see Veronica shocked, like, what the fuck, and she looks at Betty's hands, And then it also, in the lineup, it has Veronica all the way at the end and Betty and Archie closer. So maybe Veronica isn't involved in this plan and is kind of like, I'm not going down for like a murder I didn't do, or it's just set up that way and she is involved. But I have a new theory. So what if Archie, Jug, and Betty and Veronica plan him getting killed by Betty and Archie saying he is dead to catch the real ones trying to kill Jug? That's why I believe FP doesn't believe Donna and Brett in the lineup. Like, you can totally see when Brett and Donna, because they're so in sync, they know right away what to say. And also, again, if it was Betty that killed Jughead for real, they wouldn't be saying all three of them. They would just be saying Betty if they really seen it. So, again, so that's why I think FP doesn't believe them, because it is all a setup, and that's why, Or another thought is, this is a setup not for Brett and Donna or the Quill and Skull Society or DuPont or Stonewall Prep, but maybe this is a setup for Charles, Chick, and Evelyn, because maybe they tried to hypnotize Betty to kill Jughead, knowing that would ruin her, knowing that would destroy her, and her and Archie and Veronica and Jug were able to kind of play into that and make them believe that that's what was happening with Betty, and make him believe that she really did kill him. She has the blood on her hands. She has the rock with blood, And of course, Archie is the one to touch him and say, oh, he's dead. But, we don't really know, because that's just Archie saying it, I mean, we do have Jughead on the slab in the coroner's office, but we can't forget that happens before Betty kills Jughead, because, like I said, when they're looking for Jughead in the woods, when he's missing, and then also in the coroner's office, FP and Betty are wearing the exact same outfits. So I'm guessing they found his body in the woods, and then that goes to the coroner's office with his body on the slab, which looked pretty fucking dead. I mean, it was pretty blue and cold and looked like it had been dead for a couple hours or more, Like, it did look like he was really dead. But I don't know. I just think Betty killing Jughead, I don't know. I just couldn't see the writers doing that, because I really don't know how she'd come back from that, Unless it's like supposed to set up a whole new storyline now with the main focus on Betty or something, or maybe her darkness. Because regardless of what people say, I'm going to continue to say it. She still has that darkness in her, She does. She didn't get rid of it. So I'm going to keep saying that. Another thing, let me actually pause the video so I can get the person's name, because thank you for telling me that. Okay, so I hope this person doesn't mind me saying their name from YouTube, but at Gaming Davis commented on Cammie's Insta story. She's posting videos and pics of the Core 4 filming at Pops, and someone pointed out that Jughead had stitches on the top of his head, so Betty actually probably did hit him. So thank you for telling me that. I did not know that. I really haven't been on Twitter, especially anything Riverdale related. I haven't been wanting to look at, because I haven't seen the episode. So thank you for telling me that. I'm definitely going to now do research into upcoming episodes and everything now that I watched this episode. But, see, right there. Because, I don't know, it's just Betty killing Jughead just seems like something the writers just want to do. It's just, I feel like they just want to do that. I mean, I don't know. I think it could be possible. But now the more I think about it and stuff, the more I'm thinking of theories around just it's them faking it. And maybe the first time around, they fake it for... See, it's just so confusing. It's like, I don't know. Maybe the first time they... maybe the first time... maybe the first time the society does try to kill him, and they think they do, but in reality they don't. So then they allow them to think he's dead. So then they set up this whole plan to then catch them. I don't know. It's just, I feel like with Betty, I know Betty didn't kill Jughead. Like, there's just no way. I'm taking that out of the equation. She did not kill Jughead. I do think it is I'm now realizing I think it's a plan set up, and I really feel like it might be for Charles, Chick, and Evelyn, because as you see in that scene, it seems like she was hypnotized, which that would be Charles, Chick, and Evelyn's kind of thing, especially Evelyn with Charles, and then, Chick. So I really think maybe the killing Jughead was a plan for them to think, oh, we got Betty to do what we wanted, and then take them down. Just saying, because Charles needs to be taken down. I mean, hello. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry I got way off topic about that. So now I'm going to get into the actual things. I've literally used this whole book. This whole book is just Riverdale stuff. Because I just like writing things down. Sorry. Okay, let me just talk about this. So, Frank Andrews. I really, 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 really want Frank to be a good guy. I really do. I really, really do. And I feel like he is a good guy. And I really want him to be there for Archie. And I know Archie really wants him there. But offering a teenager who is not your son pain pills is just not something you do. And then Frank saying, well, it's his decision. He came to me. And it's like, no, he didn't. You came to him saying you had pain pills. He didn't come to you asking. You came to him. You gave him the option and he chose to go with that option. So don't say he made the choice to take them, but you brought that choice to him. So that's what gets me. Like, I don't like that because Archie, was like, because he was like, why change your heart? Because you were really pissed at me at the end of the game to Frank, and Archie's like, I realized, like everything is a risk and seeing him so happy and stuff and, and I get that, but like, dude, and he's like, it all worked out in the end, but it's like, what if it didn't? What if he would have overdosed? What if he would have had a worse injury? What if something really bad would have happened? Seriously. Or what if something's still to come? For Monroe? What if he becomes addicted to these pain pills now? Because it's a common thing in life. It's a common thing, a lot of people get addicted to pain pills, especially the way they make you feel, and especially when you're injured and you just want to get better and you just want to play. People become addicted. And what if Monroe does become addicted? I just don't think that was right at all. Like, giving him pain pills, that is not okay, dude, at all. Like, I just was not down for that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say I trust Frank. I don't distrust him, but I don't trust him. He's on my seesaw. It's like trust is here, not trusting, and I'm in the middle. I don't know just yet. But yeah, so I didn't like that at all. I really didn't. I'm happy for Monroe, I really am, but I didn't like that. Also, these fucking stallions, I fucking hate you so much. Hate you so much. I hate the Stonewall Prep. I hate them. Like, literally, you pussy ass bitches. Seriously? You can't even wait to get on the field to play fucking dirty? You gotta put on your little bunny mask, have a golf club, which, ironically, that's what Betty used to hit him over the head with. But of course, I just thought that was kind of, I don't know, I just felt like that was, like, kind of ironic, Betty hit him over the head with the, not a baseball club, but a golf club, and now Brett's the one holding the golf club to hit Monroe, because whenever he showed up late, he's like, sorry, I had another obligation. I'm thinking, yeah, to hold the fucking golf club and smash Monroe's knee, you pussy bitch. Oh, 4 against 1. What, are you scared? What, is a golf club not good enough for just you? Do you need 3 other guys to help you? Fucking pussies, dude. You're fucking pussies. You don't even care about the sport of football. You just care about hurting people because you're all psychotic fucking bitches like your coach who pays you. The worse you hurt someone, the bigger the bounty. What kind of coach pays his players to hurt the other team? I'm sorry. I thought football was about playing a sport, by the rules, and the actual team that deserves to win wins, not the team that cheats and pays the refs to look the other way. No, not that. And right now I'm going to include what Brett said, and then I want to include this in my video.
Have you ever really watched or studied football? Because, sweetheart, it's not a knitting circle. It's social Darwinism in uniforms. Football is a sport of gladiators, and you win by debilitating and slaughtering your enemies.
What a fucking psycho. Look how
Gosh,
quick he
I have
changes.
to go, but you can quote me on that.
Fucking psycho. Psycho.
You bet your ass I will, psycho.
Okay, so I had to stop rendering my video because I have to put this in real quick. I was putting together my thumbnail for the video and I noticed something. Now, you know how in the coroner's office when FP and Betty identified Jughead's body, we assume that he's not really dead, or maybe he is. We don't know because, like I said, when they were searching for him in the woods when he was missing, and then when they're in the coroner's office, FP and Betty are wearing the same clothes, which leads me to believe it's two of the same, like it's two scenes in the same episode, because they are wearing the same clothes. But then when I was clipping this photo, I noticed Jughead's wounds, and his wounds look exactly like a hit to the head by a rock. Because, like, I'm going to put the photo in here to show you, but, like, I want to show you, like, hold on. You see his wounds? Wait, let me see. I'll put it there to show you. But if you look closely at his wounds, it's like, let me see if he was facing this way. It's the whole it's the whole left side of his face, because if he's laying this way, it's the left side. Okay, so left side, and when he was laying down, okay, so he was laying down like this. And he did, okay, so when he got hit by Betty, it was on the left side, and now his injuries are on the left side of his face, just like where Betty apparently hit him with the rock. Now, I'm not saying that Betty did in fact kill him and that he is in fact dead. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, Betty killing him would be a huge thing to do for the show, and I don't think the writers want to go that route. I mean, he still could die by someone else's hands, but that is yet to be known. Probably not. We'll see. We never know in Riverdale. We really don't. But it just was interesting to me that when I looked at it and I zoomed in even more, I noticed that the whole side of his face is bruised up, and you can see a laceration where he got hit in the head, like from a rock. And now the other bruising on his face, I didn't see that whenever Betty apparently hit him over the head with the rock and killed him. So that could have happened as it progressed. But then again, that would mean that if Betty did kill him with the rock, then the Betty, like, what did you do moment is really kind of the beginning of it all, and then everything after kind of follows. I mean, that's just a thought, because it was very interesting to me that his injuries, I mean, they could be everywhere else, I don't know. It looks like he got beat on the side of his face, it's all bruised, but I do notice that in that spot where we've seen when Archie, Betty, and Veronica found him, it has a laceration, and then you can see bruising on that side of the face from getting hit by something. And I'm just saying, like, it's interesting. I'm not saying maybe, it could be for something else. Maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. I don't know. But I thought it was interesting that the injuries we're seeing are injuries that are kind of consistent with being hit with something. A rock by Betty or a golf club by Brett. Who knows? I mean, very well could be a golf club by Brett. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting, and I really wanted to put it in here before I uploaded the video. So that is it. Okay. So you saw that little clip. He's a fucking psycho. Like, do you see how quickly he changes? He's a fucking psycho. And, ooh, is he threatened by Betty, man? Betty is not quitting. You thought Jughead was a threat at the beginning? And he was. But Jughead's become a little bit too into this school. Like Betty said 4 months ago, you didn't even trust these guys. You wanted to leave. And now it's like he's almost so trusting of them. Like, literally, he told them of course, they want to know your deepest, darkest secret, and they're recording it for the archives. Blackmail. And I'm sitting there, and it's weird. Joanne and Jonathan don't say their deepest, darkest secrets, but of course, who do? Donna and Brett. And of course, they're both sob stories. Not saying they're not true. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I really don't fucking know. But it makes me think, like, did Jughead tell that story, and was it real, or was it a lie? Because is he playing them because he knows they're playing him, or is he really at that point where he just trusts them and he honestly did tell a secret he's hidden for years and years? Which, if it is true, I mean, it was in no way Jughead's fault. He was a kid. He was frozen. Like, I couldn't imagine. What do you do? Like, oh, God, to see that, though. Because it just thinks, it makes me think of real life, and there are so many homeless people who will get attacked just for being homeless or just for being out there, or because people were out drinking all night, decide to, fucking destroy a homeless person's, little setup for where they sleep and just treat them like utter trash, when really they're people, but they have nothing. It's not their fault. They have nothing, okay? And a lot of those people are vets. Like, I'm sorry, I get a lot into this. Anyways, okay, so moving on, I was talking about, I'm sorry, there's a lot going on. I need to take a little sip of Red Bull. But anyways, okay, moving on. So, let me read this real quick. So, it was Spirit Week, so obviously it was the Bulldogs versus the Stonewall Stallions. Boo fucking who. Jug. First off, I love the fact that Brett was like, because Brett was saying, don't you think you should upgrade? And Jughead's like, I'm sentimental and superstitious. Amen to that. I'm superstitious too, bitch. I don't want a computer from someone else. Like, what if they put something in it or something, I don't know. Like, depending on the person, obviously. But Brett, no, I ain't taking a computer from you. Sorry. No, thank you. But Brett was like, I feel like as soon as he said superstitious, Brett was like, ooh, let me check out his computer, because as soon as Jughead left, he looked right at that computer, and I was like, don't leave your fucking computer around Brett. Stop fucking being so trusting all of a sudden, Jughead. Like, hopefully you're playing them, but I really don't think you are, because you seem to be full on getting into this shit. Ugh, like, he's still, of course, on his friend's side, and of course he still sits on the Riverdale side, but still, like, ooh, like, what the fuck? But anyways, so Brett, of course, gifts him with a new computer as a welcome gift to the Quill and Skull Society, of course, Brett. And, what was I gonna say? Sorry. It totally spaced my mind. Oh, and he was like, a good writer needs a great computer and stuff, and I'm like, wait, who? Brett Weston Wallace just said that to Jughead Jones? What is going on here? You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. He bought him a new computer, or all of them bought him a new computer, the Quill and Skull Society, because they want to keep track of everything. Jughead's very secretive and keeps his stuff on his own computer. He has it, hidden, hopefully, because if Brett got into it, we're out of luck. But they don't like that, see, because they need to have tabs on you at all times. They need to be able to see through your camera, I'm sure, or, get through your microphone. So that computer was not a welcoming gift. That computer was a way to monitor everything about you, your life, your friends, everything. That computer will show them everything. So, great job. And most likely that computer will have some of your writings on it, to which they will steal. Let's hope not, but who knows? So yeah. What else? Another thing. Oh my God, when Jughead told DuPont that he wasn't going to tell Betty what she can and cannot write, because, hello, that's not how their relationship works, but also that's not how it should work at all. You don't tell your girlfriend what she can and cannot write, and Jughead knows that. Like, no, you don't do that. That's not something you do, okay? That's their own choice to write what they want. You can't stop someone from writing their truth. And you could tell he was so pissed. And even Jughead was like, if that ruins my chances at Yale, then so be it. And he was like, well, of course not. We even want you to sit in the alumni section and all this with me and Mr. Brooker and stuff. And the recruitment, admissions guy, Gerard Brooker. And so, and of course, he is the one who said, only people who deserve a spot in Yale get in, and whether they fail or not is up to them. But of course, who gets into Yale besides Jughead? Because Jughead does still get into Yale, even though something's up. DuPont is angry at Jughead. I know he is. You could see how angry he was in that scene. And even Jughead thought so, because he even thought, there's no way I'm getting into Yale after this. And I just find it odd that now, not only is Jughead still going to Yale, he got in, but Brett is going to Yale. Maybe he deserved it. Do I think so? No, I do not think so. I think that was DuPont's working. I really do. Because this recruitment guy is a friend of his. So, I mean, I'm sure he could easily get him in there. Also, Brett has a powerful dad with lots of money. So I really don't think Brett earned his spot. I think DuPont had his hand behind this because he knows, the whole Brett and Jughead thing. I don't know. It's just that was a very weird thing to hear. Like, Yale, really? Because I feel like Brett would be the type to get into Harvard, to want to go to Harvard. But it just so happens he wants to go to Yale now with Jughead, and hopefully we'll be roommates again. And then it goes to, let me tell you by, like, the word. Oh, goes to, after that, 1 month later, and it's like Betty's cleaning out Jug's room at Stonewall Prep, leading you to believe he is dead. Or at least, dead, because she's crying. She's actually is crying. And Brett stands at the door, and he looks like pissed. Like, he looks not happy. And he's like, save the tears, no one is watching. You got your wish, ponytail. Forsyth isn't going to Yale. Well, after he says, save the tears, no one is watching, the way Betty says Brett's name is so weird. Did anybody else notice that? The way she said his name, like, Brett? Like, I don't know. It just was I don't know. It was weird how she said his name. Weird. It was just really weird how she said his name. And I don't know what that is going on, but it's just weird. And so then he goes on to say, you got your wish, ponytail. Forsyth, Jughead, isn't going to Yale, so I guess it will be just you and me in New Haven, which he does not look happy about at all, I notice. And so I put Betty not happy, and then you have Betty looking at the picture of her and Jughead, and her throwing it into the box, closing it up, and, leaving. And I don't think this is like a plan. There's no way Betty teamed up with Brett, because Brett doesn't like Betty at all. Betty definitely doesn't like Brett, and she's going to never stop digging for the truth. And I think, that was just Brett kind of, pushing at Betty, because, like, there's just no way Brett and Betty are working together. I mean, if anything, because Betty kept digging so much, and because she was getting closer and closer to the truth, Jughead got killed because of it. And that was their way of saying, like, this is what you get for trying to get to the truth. I don't know, maybe that's just a theory of mine. I'm just saying that was a very interesting thing to see. It definitely was. I was not expecting it. And the way she says Brett's name is just kind of chilling. Like, the way she said it is, I don't know, guys, I can't put my finger on it. Okay. Another thing is Miss Appleyard. Now, she's not married because she is MISS, so she's not married. Oh, we also found out Mr. Honey's first name, Holden Honey. Very, very fitting, I guess. I love Kerr Smith, but Mr. Honey, you can piss me the fuck off. Except when you decide to go along with Betty's plan to start your own quiz team. Because who doesn't want a trophy? And also take down Stonewall Prep. Of course, Brett's the captain. Oh, big surprise. Oh, and who's the team that's on it? The Quill and Skull Society. The Literary Society. Is there anyone else in this school that participates in anything? Seriously. Goes to show you who the bad people are. DuPont, too. But yeah, so I'm so excited. Okay, I won't get it too much into that. But yeah, so, anyways, moving on. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. So yeah, basically, DuPont gave the recruiter, that he's friends with, Gerard Brooks, some of Jughead's short stories. He was quite impressed, so he wanted to interview him and stuff. Long story short, he got into it. Something's just not adding up about this. Betty, however, did not get into her dream school, which was in fact Yale, which is sad. And also how? How? But then again, if you looked into her past, I don't really think many schools want people with serial killer genes or serial killer dads in their school, or like family that was in a cult. I mean, her family has a lot of shit that should be like locked away for no one to find, because it's gonna be following Betty. Because even though like that's her family, it's like it's gonna follow her still. But also, oh my god, we need Reggie and Veronica together. I'm sorry. How the fuck did we get Reggie and Veronica? Which was so amazing. So amazing. I mean, yeah, we didn't get them in the best way possible, but it was amazing the little bit that we got of them because Reggie is always there for Veronica. Always. He is always there for Veronica. He is always looking out for her. Like, dude, why are Veronica and Reggie not together? Like, I do not fucking stand this. Seriously, he even knew what her dad was doing to her and was like, hey, you want to get back at him? And they fucking keyed his car and then put her rum bottle in the fucking gas thing. And I was like, yeah, bitch. Now you know. It's on. It is on. The battle has not been won. The war is just beginning. Like Betty says with Stonewall Prep, which is true. But like literally, why are Reggie and Veronica not together? They make so much more sense than Veronica and Archie. Veronica and Archie kind of have the same theme throughout the seasons. I mean, of course, at first it was like the whole Hiram thing, but now it's like, you know, Archie has his own things he's doing, you know, and he's working towards and struggling with, and she's going up against her dad, and, you know, she's doing her own business. And yet Reggie's still there for her, you know, that she's even the one having Reggie taste it. And like Reggie's the one who helps her at the club. Like Reggie is just such a good person for Veronica. He's changed so much since the first season. And I do think in part to that was Veronica. I think Veronica did help him change a lot. And I really think Veronica and Reggie together would be great. It would be less drama. Of course, there's still going to be drama because of Hiram, but I really feel like it'd be less drama, more happiness, just getting to enjoy life and the last few months of high school, you know, instead of always, I mean, I don't know. I just think really Reggie and Veronica not being together and us not getting a better story with them, you know, like relationship wise, really sucks because I think they definitely are a perfect couple and a couple that would be a healthy couple, unlike her and Archie, which I just don't think is a healthy couple. And I really don't think they should, you know, I don't think Archie should be dating anyone. I don't think Veronica should be dating anyone. I mean, not really Veronica dating anyone, but I feel like Archie right now needs to just kind of focus on himself, you know, and just kind of focus on him and Frank and figuring out the type of person Frank is and going with his whole, you know, gym, working on that, the kids, all that stuff, you know, I think he should be focusing a little more on right now. But like, I just really wish Reggie and Veronica would get together. But it's probably never going to happen, even though that would be probably one of the best and most healthiest couples on the show. But I guess Riverdale doesn't like that, so big surprise. Another thing, Cheryl and Veronica going into business together. We love girl power. We love it. I need more Cheryl and Veronica scenes. When Cheryl was like, I've never turned my back on you, to the cheer squad, and yet you guys did to me, and you could tell Cheryl was hurt, and Veronica was like, fact. And Cheryl just looked at her like, and I love Veronica and Cheryl, like, damn right. Veronica is sticking by Cheryl, okay? You know, we all talk about the core four, but I really think Cheryl is a part of that core four too. Like, she's there. You know, I wish she was a little more integrated, but she's there, you know. She has to deal with her little cheerleading squad and Mr. Honey, you know, and now Miss Appleyard, who I do not like at all. Like, where the fuck did you come from? Get the fuck out of here. Don't like you. Like, I totally get a student and the captain of the cheerleading squad shouldn't be the only one in charge of the cheerleading squad. You know, it's usually the coach and then they have their captain. So I understand that, you know, this isn't a school that's allowed to be run by students. But at the same time, I don't like Miss Appleyard, so she can go the fuck away. And I prefer Cheryl's routine much more. Who doesn't love dancing, cheering, and music that is fucking awesome and goes with the fucking football game? I'd rather see that than them going, Riverdale, Riverdale, let's go Bulldogs, let's go Bulldogs. Boo. You can see that anywhere. Boo. But what really got me, oh my god, you don't say this to people. Like, this is like a Mr. Honey moment with Reggie. Remember when he was like just fucking talking down to him and just getting destroying him mentally like a fucking shitty person he is. Oh, you get hit by your dad. Anyways, Mrs. Appleyard literally said to Cheryl, a student, someone you have no right to say this to. She said, and I quote, "I suggest you spend a little less time baking and a little more time in the weight room." Really? You're going to fat shame someone? Really? 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 Wow, that is just a low. That is fucking low. And that's why, bitch, you got locked in your fucking office. Because you know what? Toodaloo. Yeah, you might think you can get the upper hand on Cheryl, but at the end of the day, she's always going to get the upper hand on you. What can she say? She's the head bitch in charge, and no one messes with the head bitch in charge. I mean, of course, Mr. Honey, he's smart. You know, I don't usually respond to threats, but I'll consider it. And then he considers it by saying, if you don't do this to the cheerleaders, you're not going to prom. And of course, you're going to want to go to prom. It's your senior prom. So either you cheer or you don't go to your last senior prom. And so they chose to cheer, except for, you know, Cheryl, Veronica, and Tony, because, you know, they're on Cheryl's side. But, Mr. Honey, it still didn't work out the way you wanted. Cheryl definitely likes to be in charge. She does. She doesn't like power being taken away from her. She's used to being in charge. She's used to having her own way. And since Mr. Honey's come, it has not worked out that way. I mean, it has, because Cheryl always finds a way. But, I mean, she did leave a fucking a beehive on his desk. Sorry, Mr. Honey. But yeah, Cheryl is just, Mr. Honey doesn't like Cheryl. Cheryl doesn't like Mr. Honey. Mrs. Appleyard does not like Cheryl. Cheryl doesn't like Mrs. Appleyard. And you know what? Game on, bitches. Like, keep coming at her. She's gonna keep coming back. She ain't gonna stop. You can't get her to stop. I'm sorry. So, yes. Let me see what else I want to talk about. Oh, yeah. Hiram. When Hiram was saying, you know, why can't to Veronica, because of course, you know, even though Veronica did add some spices to the Luna rum, she still was using Hiram's recipe, or Abuita's recipe, sorry, whatever. And so she was deceased order, you know, so therefore she can't sell rum, make it, you know, that kind of stuff. And, of course, you know, him being that asshole, he just does that. Why can't you just be a fucking father? Why does you always have to try and destroy your daughter and try... Because you want her... Like, of course, I knew he was going to say, or we could team up instead of me destroying you. And it's like, no. Fuck no. And it's like, why can't you just be a father? Why do you have to always play this game with your daughter? You just be a fucking father and let her have her own fucking life. She doesn't want to be a part of your life. She doesn't want to be a part of your business. Like, leave her the fuck alone and just be a normal fucking father, dude. But when he was talking about, you know, I don't understand why you can't give me a chance. I've been good. I've been, you know, and all this stuff. Like, he hasn't been killing people and shit. Which, Dodger... I mean, he didn't kill him, but he did put him in coma. But still, he deserved a Dodger. But, yeah, anyways. But, you know, Veronica was saying, I just think there's too much damage done, and, you know, and to go back, and that's just how I feel. But a little part of me feels like, I feel like maybe Veronica, deep down inside, a part of her she tries to really push down and hide, is a part of her that feels like she is like her dad in a way. I'm not saying, like, she's like her dad fully, but I'm saying, like, I think there's a part of Veronica... Like, I feel like why she doesn't want to have that close relationship anymore with her dad is because of the damage he's done and all the shit he's done to her friends, and all that. And the bad guy he's been and continues to be. But I also do think maybe a part of her that she really tries to push down feels like she is like her dad in a way. And I think she hates that. And so she tries to stay away from him and tries to just be the person she wants to be, a better person, and not let, you know, him get into her head, or him, you know, get back into her life and take her back down, or, you know, convince her, you know, he has a way of getting into people's heads. But I do think Ron is past that point, but we are still on this journey of this war between Hiram and Veronica, so when is that going to end? I'm not saying it's bad, it's just like, I mean, father-daughter. But yeah, what else? Let's see. Oh my god, I do have to say this. I love how proud Betty looks at Archie when Reggie, Mad Dog, and Archie and Betty are in the blue and gold office, and she's interviewing them about the game, like upcoming game and stuff. And Archie's talking, she looks at him so proudly. Like, I'm not saying she didn't look at like Monroe and stuff like that either, but the way she looks at Archie is like so proud, and it just makes my heart melt. Like, she just has a special way of looking at Archie. She really does. Like, she really has a special way. Um, Also, can I say, when Jughead was like, is there anything I can do to fix it, after he blew Veronica's cover? And I was thinking, oh God, here comes sex. And then Betty's like, no, there's just nothing you can do at this point. And it's like, yes, finally, didn't go right to sex. It went to, no, you destroyed my thing. Now I have nothing. Sorry, Jughead, but that's what you did. No sex for you. I just like that. I like that it didn't just go to sex as making up. It went to, no, you still destroyed my story. I have nothing. Oh, hold on. Oh, Brett said a good writer needs the best tools to Jughead. Do we honestly believe Brett thinks he's a good writer? Please. Also, this is just something. They pay off the reps to look the other way. The worse the injury, the bigger the bounty. The coach pays his players to hurt the other team. They literally are not playing this for sport. They're playing this just to hurt and destroy people. That's it. And winning is just a plus, of course. But they really just like destroying people and hurting people. Literally, the coach is clearly psycho. This whole place is psycho. And where's the headmaster? Do you not do anything? These are rumors. Why don't you look into it? Oh, wait, because it would destroy your school, wouldn't it? It would, wouldn't it? Of course, like, I knew Monroe was going to be taken out by some of the football players. Like, I thought it was going to be on the field, but as soon as he was leaving the rec center, I was like, oh man, this is what happens in the preview when the 4 people in the bunny masks show up and one has a golf club. And as soon as he was walking out, I was like, this is the scene. And next thing you know, there's 4 of them. And I'm thinking, run back inside, dude. But instead, he's like, fuck this, I'll fight you all off. But it's like 4 against 1, and one of them has a fucking golf club. I mean, he just needs to take one good whack at you, and he's good. Like, pussy ass bitches. They're such pussies. I fucking hate them. Okay. He's frozen. Okay. We found out that Fred took a DUI for Frank. We hear Mary's side of the story, and she doesn't fully tell, like, how Frank tells it. And I'm not saying Frank's lying. Mary probably just didn't know the whole story, or maybe that's just the story she gave to Archie, or maybe, Frank is lying about how it went down. I don't know. Either way, I'm just really hoping Frank is a good guy, and he's there for Archie, and he doesn't have an ulterior motive, and he doesn't leave. But then again, giving pain pills to a teenager is so bad, and I never would have forgave him. Like, I just would have never. Giving that to someone else's son, like, and then him saying, he chose this, and he came to me. It's like, no, he didn't. You came to him with it. Yes, he chose to take them, but you came to him with that choice. So it's on you, and it's on Monroe for choosing that. But also, of course, Monroe, he wants a life for his family. He wants a life outside of Riverdale, and this is for Notre Dame. This is his last game. This is his last shot. He wants to do whatever he has to win this, to get into Notre Dame, to take care of his family. And that's what sucks, is because that's why he needs to take the pills, And thank God it didn't go wrong. Thank God. I was really worried he was going to overdose or something worse was going to happen, because he got hit hard, dude, a lot. Like 2 times he got hit hard. Another thought I had is, what if the Stallions, some of the football players on the Stallions, are on steroids? Because at one scene, when one of the Stallions was like, yeah, he kind of looked like he was on steroids. And it's not far-fetched, because steroids also do make you a lot angrier and a lot more aggressive, which would make sense why they're so aggressive on the field, besides, them just choosing to be that way. So I think maybe some of the Stallions, or all of them, might be taking steroids. That's just a theory from me. That ending scene, I don't know. I'm stunned, honestly. I don't know. Like, the way the writers are going about this Jughead Stonewall Prep storyline is so fucking cool and interesting. I gotta say, this is one of their best storylines ever, besides the Black... They ruined it. But still, the Black Hood. But, this is, like, their best storyline yet. I mean, I'm just so... There's so many theories and so many different ways this could happen and so many different people who are either after Jughead or Betty or both. And it's just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Because obviously, Betty and Brett are not teamed up. Obviously, they're not teamed up together. There's just no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Like, Betty would not willingly kill Jughead, especially not to get into Yale. Like, if Jughead is in fact dead, it was not Betty or any of them. It's just them taunting her, you know, saying, I guess it will just be me and you at Yale. But, like, also, Brett looks really angry as he's saying this and just not happy. And it's like, what is going on here? Like, what the fuck? You got your wish, ponytail? Like, see, of course, we don't know what happens, you know, before that 1 month later. But, like, sorry. I'm so intrigued. Like, I don't know. Like, there's so many theories. Like, is Jughead really dead? It's like, on one hand, I think sometimes when I see things, it's like, Jughead's really dead. But on the other hand, it's like, no, he can't be. But if he is really dead, there's no way Betty killed him. There's just no way. I mean, maybe, like, if she does actually kill him, I will be shook. Like, because I was believing that, dude. I was. But it's like, I just don't know how you'd come back from that. And then that person commenting about the stitches, you know, whether it is true or not, I don't think they'd lie. I mean, hello, what the fuck? I mean, I'm not going to think someone's lying about something they saw. So clearly he's still alive. So Betty probably did hit him over the head, and, you know, he's dead, but he's really not, because they know people are watching and all that. So, like, I do think it is a plan, you know, to plan that Jughead's dead. So perhaps he really doesn't die. It's just a plan to take down all the big bad people out there. But yeah, also, I really hope by the end of the season we get a little more on Mr. Chipping, because it still bothers me that we never, even though Jughead saw his body on the ground, it still bothers me. We never got to see his body. We never got to see his grave. Never got to see, like, him dead. His family didn't want to do anything, which could be for other reasons, like blackmail. The students didn't care. No one really cared. You had Donna saying it was because she ended an affair with him, but yet she still kept his pin. You had DuPont saying it was because he was, an alcoholic. You know, we have Brett, who has, like, a suicide note that looks old and kind of, like, all folded up and just been in your pocket for a while. And when asked about it, him and Donna were just doing an exercise as to, you know, what was going on in Mr. DuPont's brain when he killed himself. But, like, if Donna really does believe he killed himself because she ended the affair, why would you need to get inside his mind if you already know why he did it? Like, you know, things just don't add up. And also, Mr. Chipping was supposed to be this person with, like, a darkness beneath the surface, and we didn't see any of that. So something just doesn't add up, and I just don't think Mr. Chipping's dead. I don't know. Like, I need more to it. You can't end it like that. It makes no sense. There's too many contradictions. And like they say, no one's really dead in Riverdale until you actually see their body, you know, dead and stuff. So, like, I didn't see his body, so, you know, I'm curious. And there's a lot of people, you know, you got people saying for different reasons why he killed himself, and it just doesn't add up. And also, if he killed himself because of the affair, why would he say sorry to Jughead? You know, I just think, I don't know, I think something's up for sure, and hopefully we find out before the season ends. Maybe Mr. Chipping comes back and he's the big bad all along. I don't know, but I'm definitely intrigued to see. Like, this episode was really fucking good. Before I go, I do want to talk about real quickly episode 11 coming next Wednesday, because as you know, Betty is starting her own quiz team to go against the Stonewall Prep quiz team, which is Brett captain, Donna, Joanne, and Jonathan. And then you have on the other team, Riverdale, Betty captain, Veronica, Cheryl, Tony. I love my girls. I love them so much. I love them. So it's the quiz show semifinals, you know. Of course, Brett chooses a trivia contest because, like he said, win at any cost, always. Oh, yeah. Because you make your own luck, don't you, Brett? We make our own luck. Mm-hmm. Would you make a deal with the devil? That's your luck? Fucking psychotic bitch. But yeah, so he's choosing a trivia contest. And Jughead's clearly not happy about that. Because, I mean, a trivia contest seems easy enough. But then again, what kind of trivia? Is it Stonewall Prep trivia? Or is it trivia that everyone could know, not just Stonewall Prep students? Because like he says, win at any cost. And then, you see the final question is Brett versus Betty. Ooh, the looks, man. Brett, you are going down. He knows Betty will not stop, man. And it's just like, will that be Jughead's downfall? I don't know. Not that he's dead, because he's not dead. Surely he's not. I mean, if he's in this Insta story with Stitches, then clearly after all that happens, they're in Pop's diner, he has the Stitches and they're just enjoying being alive and taking down the bad people, so Jughead is most likely still alive. I believe he is alive, hopefully. Think so. I think so. I believe he's alive, but there maybe like a 10% chance he's not, but pretty sure he is, because I couldn't imagine anyone else narrating the show. And I love Jughead. He's my favorite. However, bring me some Archie and Betty. Bring me some Cheryl and Veronica. Bring me some Cheryl and Betty. Bring me some Jughead and Archie. Jughead and Veronica. Veronica and Reggie. I need all more of that. All more of that. But also, Betty and Archie. Please. Just do it. Like, I'm waiting. Please, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Please. Oh, also, can we talk about Archie punching Brett? That must have felt so satisfying. Just to punch him. And he punched him, bro. And it's like, yeah. What? That's what you get for being pussies. And you gotta hide behind masks, really? Like, they don't know who you are. Also, once Jughead and Betty here, they were wearing bunny masks, it kind of points to Stonewall Prep Stallions, Brett. Ooh, I hate Brett so bad. It's just like, this season is frustrating, intriguing, exciting, confusing, like, all-consuming. I've never had this many theories about a season of Riverdale, and we're not even done yet. Like, we got quite a few episodes to go. Like, oh my god, I just can't wait to see what comes next. I am ready for it. I am so ready for it. I cannot wait. Also, hold on. Okay, sorry, I really want to quickly pull this up, but this is the synopsis for... Who's calling me? Who's calling me? I don't know. It's saying someone's calling me. I don't know. Anyways, this is the full synopsis. Oh, maybe that's because it's a screenshot. I'm dumb. Anyways, this is it. So it's Riverdale High versus Stonewall Prep. This is episode 11 next Wednesday. Determined to give Frank a second chance, Archie gives him a job at Andrew's construction while also letting him stay on their couch until he can find his own place. Please don't go the wrong way. Archie does not need this. If he really isn't that good guy, I'm hoping he is. Betty channels her energy into taking Brett down and defeating Stonewall Prep at the Quiz Show Championship, while Veronica and Cheryl team up for an unlikely business venture. Finally, Kevin's date with the new suitor takes a strange and unexpected turn. Wait, Kevin's date with the new suitor takes a strange and unexpected turn. Oh no. Could he be, oh my god, could his new date be someone from Stonewall Prep? Who's like gonna do something to him? Wait, strange and unexpected turn. So I'm guessing not a good turn, not a good expected turn. It's a bad unexpected turn. Oh no. And strange. Maybe he goes to meet this date and ends up somewhere way creepier. I don't know, dude. That sounds so fucking... Oh, my God. Well, I'm glad they are putting more of Kevin out there. That's good. And I'm glad they're moving the story along more than just, focusing on Charles all the time, I am glad we got a little break from Charles and stuff, because as much as, I like the Charles, story, and I am ready for him to be taken down, and as much as I hate and don't trust him, and he does really piss me the fuck off, I still do like it, but I'm glad they took a little break from that, because I'm way more interested in the whole Jughead thing and Stonewall prep and really getting down to the truth of it and exposing them. But then again, I don't know if that's how it's going to go, which hopefully it does. I don't know. You know, for all we know, when Betty's cleaning out Jughead's room, it could be when Betty's cleaning out Jughead's room, he could be alive, but to them, Brett, you know, and stuff, he's dead, you know, he's dead. But, you know, to Betty, she's just playing along as to he's dead, but he's really not. You know, I don't know. A lot of theories, a lot of things going on in my fucking head. I can't keep them all in. I'm going to do some research on stuff because there are a lot of things I want to talk about coming up in the show, but I don't want to do it all in this because it's already going to be like almost an hour long, so I'm really sorry. But I do hope you enjoyed this video. Hold on. Alright, so that's all I wanted to say. I was trying to think of anything else I wanted to put in here, but I think that's basically it, you know? So, that's what I want to say about the Rand View. I hope you guys enjoyed it, you know? Like always, if you want to leave your opinions or thoughts down below, or your theories, I like hearing other theories, or if you've seen any, like, spoilers or any videos on Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat, or read anything, please send them my way, you know, because I don't really watch Snapchat or Instagram videos, and I don't get on Twitter as much anymore, so I'm kind of in the dark unless I search it. So if you would give me those, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I enjoyed making it. I'm really glad I did, and thank you to all the people who have subscribed recently, and to the people who have stuck with me through everything, through not making videos for like 3 months at a time. I really do appreciate and love you guys, and I really appreciate everything, all the comments you leave and all that, even though some of the comments are very even though there are 2 people who comment who are like very annoying at a certain point, because it's like they're not really listening to me or watching my videos because of the way they put their comment. Like, what they say in their comment shows me that they're clearly not listening to what I'm saying or watching me, and they're just putting their own opinion and assuming what I'm saying when they don't know, which kind of annoys me, because when you put out a video and this one person will say the same thing in each video, it's like, do you actually listen to my video or watch it? Like, or are you just automatically commenting, assuming this is what I said? That's just what gets me. If you're going to comment about my video, at least listen to everything I say clearly and watch it before you comment on how I said certain things or how that's not true, you know? Like, you gotta have, it's like doing research. You can't just say, oh, this is a fact without doing research, you know? So anyways, other than that, thank you guys for sticking by me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any video ideas you'd also like to give me, let me know down below. Because yeah, I'm going to start doing a lot more different content in 2020, not just Riverdale. I really want to get deep into things, you know, talk about personal stuff, just kind of, you know, change it up a little bit and just make it a more real, relatable kind of place where you don't feel so alone, and also a place to kind of laugh and be happy and have fun. And also, to the people about the comments, I'm sorry I don't reply to comments as much as I should. I really am sorry. I just have a tendency to, I don't know, my brain's really fucked up, and I have a tendency to just not be able to, like, just write a comment back. Like, for some reason, I can't force myself to write a comment back, and I want to, but it's like, if I write one to this person, then I had to do it to this person, and then I'm like, oh no, wait, what if I stop, and then I feel bad for the other person? I don't know, my brain's just really wonky, but I'm going to try and get better at that, I promise, because you guys really say a lot of great things, and not just about the video or me or any of that, but about the show and your theories, and I really want to talk to you guys about it and stuff. And so I'm going to start trying to get better at responding to comments, but I do see them, and I love you, and I thank you for them. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be back for my next Rand View, or I might be back with another video this week, so stay tuned. Well, then again, wait, Riverdale's on Wednesday. It's Monday, so probably Riverdale will be the next video, but we'll see. All right.